But that is absolutely true about, people needing to believe in things. And it's a scary thing when you start to believe in politicians. You can't trust them. You see, but we need to believe something. And you're not allowed to believe in religion. Well, you can, but people will laugh at you and throw things. Because it was just sort of decided in the 20th century that religion is basically a formalised panic about death. That's all. I mean, look at the Catholic Church, the campest organisation on the planet with the purple robes, gold bits on the side, jewellery so big if they let it fall it will kill people. What else can it be but this sort of ritual of panic about death? Death is coming, quick, put on the gold hat. You see, people never really grow up. I don't mind most religious people. I talk to them, I listen to them banging on. I prayed very hard and then the fairy came. Did he? Good, have a biscuit. I only get annoyed when they try and make me see the fairy. You have to let the fairy into your heart. Look, I wouldn't let him into my garden, okay? I'd shoot him on sight if he existed, which he doesn't. Now have another bicky and be quiet, will you, please? But you can absolutely understand the desire to believe in something, to support you. Children like to be supervised by adults. That's why children go, look, no hands, or look, I can do this, look, I'm really good at this, whatever it is. Because it validates them, it shows them that they are there, because somebody else is watching over them. Grown-ups are the same. Not that there is any such thing as a grown-up, really. They want to be, the idea of like to be watched by something, Because, the planet's not going to miss us when we finish fucking it up and killing each other. So we needed the idea of God to have somebody to miss us, or at least notice that we weren't there anymore, because we've all died out, because we fucked it up. And God could go, look, they're not there. The lizards are doing quite well, though. Good on them. But we're sort of gradually growing out of that now. I passed a church a couple of days ago and saw one of those signs you see at churches. It said, Jesus said, I am the light of the world, which is a very male view. If Jesus had been Jesusina, it would have been more modest. Because it's a woman, wouldn't traditionally have to be more modest. Jesusina would have gone, well, I'm quite bright. And because, because you have dreams, they need to go somewhere, so they go into belief. And this we get very extreme people, obviously, in any religion. But with suicide bombers, one of the things I don't understand is, what's in it for the women suicide bombers? Because with the men, it's a very male kind of promise at the end of it, 72 virgins. A man, I think, thought of that. And, but I bet you what women are offered is much more modest. It's probably, flexible working hours and decent childcare at the end of it, something like that. But, anyway, look, so people don't believe in religion anymore. What do they believe in? You can't go to politics. You can't. Look at them. For fuck's sake. Look at Vladimir Putin. Who cultivates the idea of being a gangster. He just loves it. How can you trust anybody who looks like they've been cloned from a dead shark? Or Berlusconi in Italy, right? The envy of the world, Italy, in terms of history, art and culture. 98 different political parties, and they still managed to elect him. He's so fucking crooked, he sleeps on a spiral staircase. So thoroughly corrupt, every time he smiles, an angel gets gonorrhea. He's had so many facelifts, his face has moved to the top of his head, you have to get on a stepladder to watch him lie. You can't trust any of them. And we all think that we're very rational and very secular. But we make gods all the time. Everybody went apeshit when Barack Obama got elected. I was delighted. Everybody was thrilled. A sane, rational, intelligent human being in an important office. Great. But his biggest problem is everybody else, is us. Because everybody's in love with him. He stands up there, he's very convincing and commanding and makes sense. He says it's a difficult time, everybody needs to work together and be realistic about what we've got to do and all that stuff. And everybody's looking at him going, no, you do it. You are Super Jesus. You're so handsome when you're serious. Do you work out? And, where else can you go? I mean, people talk about technology and science all the time. But that's bollocks. People come in here with their fucking camera phones. Everything's a camera nowadays. You pick up a piece of fruit, it takes a picture of you. Or the computers, which are everywhere, which is proof that we like to be watched. That's what we've replaced God with, technology. We're fucking afraid to be alone in a lift, in a taxi cab. We need cameras everywhere recording us unless we realise we're alone. We might do something scary. Like whimper. I don't know. But the machines, the laptop I have, all it does is tell me to fuck off in 400 different ways. I don't understand it. You open it up and it goes, Beijing! What's the magic word? I don't know! That's why I got you. I have no memory. Don't go fucking Beijing anyway. Why can't you be more like me? When I open you up, you should go, blah, what? And science is a joke. Look at the scientific explanation for the origin of life as we know it. It has a major flaw. I mean, it's no wonder we have creationists. You know, those people, God love them, who tell their children that, originally we all went to school with the dinosaurs, or whatever it is that they tell them. But no wonder they exist, because listen to the explanation for the origin of life itself. It doesn't sound very scientific. There was a big bang, and then we all came from monkeys. What, that's it? Yeah, shop's closed, fuck off. I need more than that. There must be more than bang. Honey, I'm home, come on. That's such a boring theory anyway. It's much more interesting if you reverse the order. So there's that, and then the other thing that we seem to have bought into in a big way is consumerism. That's what people use to fill the void. Stuff. Give me the thing, give me the couch, the wig, the tiny beans, the radio, the CDs, the fucking shoes, all the stuff, all the time that you can't get away from. You bought a lot of shit because you're broke now, and your house is full of shit. You walk around the house looking for a pencil or a piece of paper. You can't find anything useful like that, but you can always put your hands on a purple furry cube with the number 6 on the side and rubber legs underneath, and you pick it up and you go, what is this shit? Why is it in the house? Because you bought it, that's why. Like all the other crap you never use. There's people in the middle of Sydney driving around in those huge 4x4 vehicles. They're like little houses on the move. You can't even see the people inside, they're so high up. The men on the mobile phones going blah, blah, blah about money. Or the ladies with the Roman candle of blonde hair going hiya, 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 as they plough through school children. Roaring around, ram, up and down the street where your children play in their fucking Toyota Hiroshimas. So they can get to the mall quicker, to buy more shit, to put it in the house. The jewellery, the clothes, the perfume. Perfume is a good example of a product gone all wrong. When I was a child, that was a sort of semi-exotic thing, and it was called something stupid, like Fleur de Fleur. And you would give it to your mother or an auntie at Christmas. And it was advertised by some dopey-looking woman in a field of sunflowers, and she looked like she'd been hit by a tractor because she was going... She just couldn't get over how nice she smelled. And now, because we're so jaded, we've consumed so much, our attention can only be grabbed in a violent way. So it's always advertised by these constipated exoskeletal bitches who are sneering at you. And it's called something horrible like homicide. Dysentery. Urban dysentery for boys and girls. What's wrong with us? We're the only organism the planet is actively asking to fuck off by burning things and freezing things and melting things on us. It's like going past the ocean and seeing it spit out whales. Fuck off, I've had enough of you. Passing the eucalyptus tree as the koalas hang on, the tree's going, get the fuck away from me. Now, you're in the forefront of all that because you've got real weather here. Dramatic weather. You open your front door and everything might be gone, or you might be 2.5 miles further on down the road in a flood. In Britain and Ireland, where people talk about the weather all the time, all day, there's no story, there's no weather. But Irish people especially insist on drama, so you'll hear things like, oh, it was fierce mild. It's touch and go there for a while. So, God doesn't work. Science doesn't work. Consumerism certainly doesn't work. So where do you go? Where do you end up? We end up back with each other. There's nowhere else to go. People, you have a very important early decision to make in your life. Are you going to be alone? Are you going to be with somebody else? Are you going to be sane or not lonely? A couple is a strange thing. It's an organism that's half as intelligent as the most intelligent member. And you both know who that is. Because you've got two people walking around together all the time trying to remember all the different shit they have to lie about to each other. Oh, we're going over here, are we? Oh, good. Are we going to see those people? Terrific. Oh, good. Don't hope it doesn't stop anytime soon. And there's a lot of pressure on you to find the right person. You're told if you don't find the right person, your life is fucked. It's might as well forget the whole thing. You're dead. Which is rubbish. There's billions of you. We're all the fucking same. If it's not him, it'll be her. Or if it's not him, it'll be them. There's billions of people for everybody. There's more than enough. We're very overstocked on ourselves. But it's because we all think we're so fabulous. The first half of your life is all spent getting over yourself anyway. You know, you would think you're amazing, unique. Young people walking around going, you know, the funny thing is, I was just in the kitchen, but now I'm here in the bedroom. Get a load of me. I just go on and on. And that's around the age when you meet somebody else and you're totally unbearable. Two young, fit, healthy, attractive people in love. There's nothing worse to look at in the world. It's going around going, I can't believe I met you because I'm amazing and you're amazing and we're surrounded by shitheads. It's just amazing. Hey, I know this really good bar. Let's go and make it better. In the second half of your life, you realize just how like every other hump who drew breath you really are. Except you're more boring. But anyway, so there's a lot of pressure. There's pressure on a young man to say something snappy and seductive and charming to a young woman in a dance hall or a disco or whatever they're called now, those places where you walk in and the music makes your internal organs bleed. And that's very hard because it's a loaded conversation. It's about attraction. So what do you say? You know, what's the right thing to say? There's nothing. It's like talking to the bereaved. There's no right thing to say. Hey. Yeah. Like your clothes and stuff. You want some gravy? There's no... Gravy is not an innuendo. I just mean actual gravy. Yeah, fuck, where are you from? It's, you know, it's the same with the bereaved. What can you say? I am sorry about all the people who died. You want a little gravy? It doesn't work then either, you know. But there's too much pressure on you because you're young and you're stupid. You should be given some latitude, some license there. You know, you should just be allowed to walk up and say, hey, and then you can go off together. And do something wonderfully stupid, like have a gap year. Why not? There's no other justification for that as far as I can see anyway. What do young people have gap years for? They haven't done anything yet. Why don't they have a full year where they do 9 times as much as they've ever experienced up to that point? So they know what the rest of adulthood feels like. Which is walking around in a desert with a bag over your head being bumped into by people who rob you as they bore you.